Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball carrier.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Wolford.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. That'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was brought down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 8, 2nd and 2.
Now Henderson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's good.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Henderson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The the tackle made.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
These two teams all tied after 1.
7.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They scored a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
The shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now it's Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Rams 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Wolford. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll try and run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Akers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Cornbreak Diggs on the tackle.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Touchdown, Allen! A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now, that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Rams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they were legging him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball carried by number
on the stop was Aaron Donald.
Good tackle made.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Seattle.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The Seahawks ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run here with Akers. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A quick toss out right, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
At the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now a run with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Next to score, Seahawks 28, Rams 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean, but in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
On third down, Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. home. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 29 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Wolford to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. Gets through and now an opening. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wolford. The throw complete to Cam Akers. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 7-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
Here's Wolford.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
Cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Rams 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such